Hi everyone. It's Monday. I shouldn't have worn black probably with all the other black in the scene tonight. Oops, it's fine. I went and I have a little pass-through bathroom, so there's a sink in this room and then a sink in my office and then a shower and toilet in between with doors. And I stood on the tile floor and it was real cold. And I regretted it instantly. Floating head time, it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna start by getting rid of all the chalk on this. I drew chalk in for where I was tapping in all of the silhouette parts last time. So I'm gonna do that first so it can dry. And then I'll read some alerts and then I'll talk about what we're doing tonight. And see, I have Raynaud's syndrome. So the other day I was out, I brought in the hose because it was supposed to get cold enough. So I brought in the hose so I didn't break it when it froze real hard. And I got back inside and some of my fingers were no color to them. And it wasn't fun. Jacebook says, how are you tonight? I'm good. Steven and I went for a walk. Yesterday I took the whole day off and had a day just for me, which was nice. Most of this chalk is gone. It's kind of just on the edges of some of this. But I just want to get most of it gone. Did everyone flip their wash over? Mine's done. Okay. So, I did that, and I'm also going to clean off my palette because I sprayed it down with water before I went live. And so I'm going to get rid of all of that quick. I'm sorry your head's hurting, Raven. I know that's been rough. Oh, didn't get that part. Oops. There we go. I didn't have a whole lot of paint on this palette that I needed to get off of the surface of it, but just some. Jade says, am I that strange person who deals with laundry right away? I do it too. It's just, it wasn't done before I started streaming. So I'll deal with it after I'm done. All right. Okay, I got all the prep stuff done I was trying to do before stream and didn't get done. We have a subscription from Kim Arievi, welcome. 6 months free sub from Barbarian Rex. Subscription from Maris, welcome. 5 months from an E3. 8 months from Jacebook. 3 months from WeWin43. A subscription from Raven Bear, welcome. I'm glad you get to hang out with us tonight at least. So I hope it's entertaining. We have a 10-month resub from Winparthia and 10 months from Jolteron. Thank you all. I'm really thirsty today. I don't know what it is. Can you hear the ice in this? I'm sure you can, and that it's very loud. I'm sorry. All right, so This is the big canvas we've been working on, and last week I toned down the sky here so we could see the moon better, and I think that was the right choice. So I'm real happy with that. We did all of these branches in black. I put in some of the leaves in black. I redid the stars because they got covered up. So things are coming along. The next thing I need to start doing is add color. And I didn't really think a whole lot about this. I think what I want to do is I want to start with some of the darker greens. Fill in a little bit more dark green in here. This is a pine, so that's gonna get some dark green. And just start to build in, like this is a pine too. Build in some of those dark greens, and then we'll be working into the lighter colors as we get there. And there will probably be more like solid black. Like I imagine I'm going to fill in some of this here and then have to go back in with black later. I imagine that's what's going to happen. So I think I need to start with dark greens. And there's a lot more like tiny little branches I can start to add in and work on those. Thanks, Raven. What was I doing? Making a dark green. All right. I have a little version of this. There it is. So I have a little version and a big version. And the little version is so I can tap paint to it and see how I feel about the color. So like when I was mixing the cloud colors, I started like tapping it onto this. So I'm gonna just put this here and tap greens onto it. So the pine trees are a bit more of a cold blue or a cold green, but they're not. What are my options? Jenkins and hookers. Pale green, yellow. How come hookers doesn't have its pigments on the back of it? Oh, it does. They're just in number form, and I don't have them memorized. Dang it. Phthalo blue. I assume that's phthalo blue. I think hookers is more green. Dang it. Let's test. This was our test to check the glaze I did for the sky. So this was the different glazes until I had the right opacity, and then this is it over just the sky color. Oh, Boop Snoot, that reminds me, there's a Redbubble sale going on right now if anyone was interested in getting any merch. I don't know how much it is. I think it's, I just got the email. Let me go look at the email. 25% off everything. Site-wide. So there is a Redbubble sale, and Vagabond has the merch link. For my store, not Steven's store. So if you're interested in picking something up, it is a good time to do so. All right, we are testing Jenkins green versus Hooker's green to see which one has the green that I want. I want more of a blue green, and like I can mix it. I'm gonna have to probably. But if I have a good starting base, that makes things better and easier. Becca, I saw the mask. That was you wearing it, right? Didn't you post it in Discord? I saw someone wearing the fruit punch mask. And now I've blanked on it because it's been a couple days. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And then I started to doubt myself. All right, so this is Jenkins. And that's a bit more yellow, so let's add a little bit of titanium white into that just to do a little test. And see how I feel about that pigment. And I lost my paper towel, so I need a new one. Male rep at Magfest? Thank you. I was actually quite amused. When I was home for the funeral, my aunt has the sunflower painting as a phone case. Oh yeah, this is the green I want. And I saw it on her phone. I had to do like a double take. I was like, wait, why does this look familiar? Oh yeah. Okay. This is more what I want for the pine. Because the rest of this green, you see how yellow that is? Maybe. Maybe. It's a lot more yellow, and the pine has a lot more blue to it. It is, however... Oh wait, that's not the one I tap paint onto, it's the little one. It's too saturated. I need to desaturate this green for the pine trees. Alright, so we're using Hooker's Green because it's the better green for the application, and I need to tone it down with red. We have a 2-month resub from Lixren, and 10 months from Shadowplay, and 10 months from Aiden C. Thank you all. Oh, this is not enough paint. I forgot I'm painting big canvas. I need a lot more paint for that. Alright. Red. Nope. Mars Cyan. Red. Red. Pyro. Glycerin. Cad. Where's my magenta? Oh, there it is. It's folded over and tiny. I didn't recognize it. We have a 6-month resub from Goodway Game Leap. Thank you. Ultra Husk says, I missed the last painting stream. It's looking very nice. Thank you. It's changed a lot. All of the silhouette did a lot to the painting. I'm really excited that I'm almost done with this tube of primary magenta because it's starting to get kind of dried out and a lot chunkier. Like old lipstick. That's the best comparison I have, is it's like old lipstick. So I'm trying to tone down this green with some red because it is too saturated. And then we're going to do a little test next to the other test and see how I feel about it. It's still quite green, but, you know, I do want it green. It's going to look darker. And I about got my hand in red. So it's also gotten a little bit warmer, which is fine, but it's not desaturated enough. And I'm kind of regretting using this, and I should have just probably mixed my own. But that's fine. We'll make it work. It is looking more desaturated, but it's also looking more of like, I guess an army green would be a good comparison. But I wanted it to be quite blue, so I might have to add more blue back into it. It is much more desaturated now, which is what I was going for, but it looks more like the Jenkins. Yeah. This was the original, and then this was with some red, and then this was with more. So it's desaturated in the way I want. But it's not blue anymore. So we gotta add some more blue back into that. Just blue though, because I don't need it to go green. We have a 10-month resub from Awkward Geek 1999 and Dishnet. Thank you both. Hitting 10 months. Steven and I did discuss putting an overhead cam so you can watch me mix, because that's most of what I do, is mix paint. And this is starting to look like black, and that's totally fine. Because, I'm still sort of doing silhouettes. Alright, let's test this. Okay, I do like that. So you can see the changes we've made. This was our original Hooker's green, 100% and then with white, and then desaturated with some red, and then more, and then blue added back in because it was getting a little too yellowy. So we're gonna do the pines, and then we'll mix up another green and do some of the leaf trees. All right. Because they're pines, I don't want to use that foliage brush I used last time. I want to use something a bit more like this. Are you the good one? Or which one is my good fan brush? You might be a better choice too. Okay, we got a handful of options. And I do want to get a few colors mixed up. I have just the dark shade first, and then I'm going to mix up some of the lighter versions of it too. Oh wait, no, that's the open. I need to not use open. I need to use not open white. End of music. Drop, drop. We have a 6-month resub from Hero KS Chow. Thank you. All right, so we have 2 greens mixed up for the pines, and now we can start painting these. And I'm gonna start with the smaller fan brush, and we'll see how this goes. So starting with some of the darker green I've made, my plan is to just kind of do this and make pine needles. That's my plan. And then later after it dries, do a lighter color on top. That's my plan. And I'm probably gonna dislike this brush. And we're gonna start with probably this one. So with our dark green, let's see. This is going to be a process of building all of this. I don't know if you guys can tell it's green on the camera. I don't really know how that looks. But it's green. Slightly visible. When I switch to the lighter one on top, I think it'll be more visible. But like right on top of the black, you can't tell that's green. But like right here, I feel like I can see it's green. And it's looking more pine-like, I think, than the others, which is what I want it to do. At least I'm hoping it looks more pine-like. And I know you can't tell a whole lot, but there is a little indication of it. So if I just do a little bit more to fill in, just so if you catch it in the right light, it doesn't look like just solid black paint in here. Because sometimes you will catch the painting in the right light and see all of that. So I just need to make it look slightly more intentional. Okay, one pine. Steven says I can increase the exposure sometime. Okay. Here's another pine. Too much of a glare between everything. Where's my next pine tree? Way up here, this guy. Steven says, good lord, this canvas is huge. Shipping is going to be interesting. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. I have thoughts on that. I forgot to paint this black. That's fine. Now it is green. Next pine. This guy is kind of a pine, but it's more of one of the longleaf pines that we get down here as opposed to like kind of this one, which is a little bit more cedary. So, can I do that with this brush? I'm not thinking so. I think I need to switch brushes. Because there's that there, and then this one, there's a little bit of that in here. Behind this guy. So before I go switch brushes, we're gonna get a lot of the dark color off and move to the lighter color and do some of our highlights. And this brush is way too paint logged. Let's switch. "24 by 30, sub says. Yes, this is how big the canvas is, 24 by 30. I think we measured it last week and that sounds right to me. So I'm taking this lighter green and just tapping some of that in. Kind of focusing more on like where the highlights would hit from the moon. There's such a glare for me right here. Okay. Those are good. We have a 10-month resub from KJ the Quiet One and 7 months from Kirdelia. Thank you both. The later grade made a huge difference, doesn't it? It really pushes it. All right, now I need to find something that can make like puffs. Puff balls, like this guy maybe? It's probably better on top of this where you can see it. Like, it's a bristle brush. It's not a super big one. Do I have a smaller one? No, not you. Maybe you. And you. Nope, you're square. You're round. Okay, we're gonna start with this guy, I think. Let's move you back there. Reference image. Dark green. All right, so in here, there's like puff. I don't know how best to describe them. They're like giant dandelion puff pine trees. It's the long leaf. And there's currently, no tree trunk with these yet. And then, let's see, this one. I'm running out of this green. Dang it. That's fine. It's only the pine tree green. I'm just adding a little bit more of the lighter green. What did I want to do when I was just painting that? I thought, let's do this, and now I've plain forgotten. We have a 9-month resub from SaveFrog33. Thank you. I need small brush, that's what it was. But what was I going to do with small brush? Fix pom-poms. Make these a little bit more the way I want them. Maybe. I'm just trying to make this one slightly more spiky. Okay, that's enough of that. Done with pines. Next we have other green. Let's look at this. Okay. So I need to make up other green. Now this one will be more yellow to differentiate it from the pines. So this one I probably want Jenkins instead of the other one. Also, this is getting old, so I want to use up this paint. Opposite of yellow is violet, so I probably need to add red and a little bit of blue to this to just make it slightly more violet. So here's the color I'm toning down this green with. It's kind of purpley. And I'm going to do a sample in the sketchbook of this as well. Once I have it really mixed. And the red is not wanting to mix because it is a bit more chunky and old. So I'm getting like chunks of the red in it, and then they're like finally sort of like dissolving. Alright, let's test this. It's a little duller. It needs more red. Steven says the green is starting to come through on camera. Good. I'm going to start to tap in some of the leaves instead of the pine needle leaves. And then I might add in some more branches. We have a 10-month resub from the Queen's Thief. Thank you. This painting's just going to be a lot of layers. Like, it's like paint some of these layers, let them dry. Alright, I think I really got this one toned down, which is what I was hoping for. Oh yeah, that's way toned down. It even has some brown tones in it. Which is good, because some of these leaves get a little yellowy brown. So if we're already getting that direction, that's good. Yeah, that's way more desaturated. Cool. That lets us build on this. Problem is now is the second I start using this brush, it's gonna get all dried out. And I can't switch colors then. I can probably go one lighter. So if this is this color, then I probably need to go in another direction for the next layer. We'll desaturate it a little and then bring it a bit lighter with some yellow. And titanium white. Do I have yellow out? I do. There's a lot on my desk that I've like not put away. Like other colors I was using before, like the violet in the background. And it's kind of making a mess. Okay. Now it is time to add in more of these greens. So I have this dark green that I've mixed. And that is green. And we're gonna add in some of this. And then we're gonna mix in it a little bit lighter and add in some of those. So using this again, we have this pine here, and there's another pine here, but it gets pretty covered up by other stuff. And again, I have the worst glare. We have a 10-month resub from Armored Frog. Thank you. Oh, that was way too much paint. We'll just tap that out a little bit. I should probably work up so I don't get paint on my sleeves. Let's see. This guy gets covered up quite a deal by this. I can bring some green up here, even though a lot of this is going to end up kind of red. But it'll function as like a good base layer still. And I'm slowly running out of this paint, which is not ideal. Shoot. And I'm out of it. Cool. I don't want to be out of that. Let's fix this by means of covering up the lighter color that I still need and quickly making some more. So that recipe again was Jenkins green, primary magenta, and maybe a little bit of yellow. Armored Frog says, big canvas is still big. Yeah, I'm so used to a certain size canvas, and you get used to how much paint I need for this thing. All right. We very quickly mixed up some more, and now we're good. Where was I? Putting green on canvas. And I think this needs to be darker, so we're just going to do a few more layers on it. Where was I? Basically, I'm expanding everywhere that I put in carbon black last week because, like, see how much is covered here and how much space I have? I need more. So I'm just kind of expanding all of it and trying to put it on chunky so I get more like leaf shapes instead of like too soft of dots. That's my thought process here. I think I need more branches too, which is going to be my next order of business once I finish all of this. that is starting to fill it in really nicely, which makes me happy about it. And then we're just going to work in some of the green around on the sides. Shoot. Come here. Ooh, this did not get any black. Can you see that? Like right where it's blue, right where my pinky is? That will have to be remedied. We could remedy that with some green. If I had black on my palette right now, that would be best, but I don't. So we will do that later. Someone remind me about that before end of stream, because that should be something I do tonight. All right, so that was the dark green. Now we're gonna move into a lighter green, and this is definitely not the lightest green I need. This is just one of them. MCL Blue says, wow, there's a lot of blue on top. Yep. Listen, it's a big canvas, I'm short. So we're just bringing in a little bit of this lighter green. Honestly, wherever I feel like it needs it. And I'm gonna run out of this very quickly, which is a little frustrating because like it's already gone. Just to give a hint, like here and maybe down here a little bit. Oops, now I'm out of it. Time to make more. No, don't go everywhere. Go down onto the palette. Facebook says, does the sound of the canvas / stand make you nervous? Not really. I just don't want it to fall over. Like, it's not ruined if it does. I don't think it would be. It's just in my way. I wish it wouldn't. No. All right, where was I? Toning this down just a little bit with some red. So it gets a little bit more brown. Adding yellow and then lightening it with just a smudge of titanium white. Was this? Where's my sample? This is a little lighter than I have, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that's okay. Anyway, where was I? Filling in leaves. I gotta move back over to this side because I made this a little bit lighter and I want to bring that over here. I think that's it for this color. So I don't want to lose that brush to dried paint. So what we're gonna do, carbon black. Circle Not Squared says there's proper trees now. Yeah. There are actual trees. All right, I'm gonna take this brush and we're gonna fill in the top of the canvas like I said I needed to. Uh-oh. There. Perfect. We have a 4-month resub from Circle Now Squared. Thank you. Who says the music for this is perfect? Wasn't it though? It really was. And now we are into quiet music. So the problem about using big brush is now like super saturated and wet, and I cannot use it for more leaves right now. And this is the one I like for this. So I'm trying to get as much paint out of it as I can, and then when I'm done, I'll have to like use soap and really clean it. So for now, it's just going to sit there. But it's looking good. I'm happy with it. We need more branches. We will get into lighter and lighter greens and some oranges and reds. But we had to get some of these other colors in. Oh, I scraped my skin, huh? Am I gonna do a painting about Moon? Probably not. I don't feel like there's anywhere that's really like screams that's the game. So I haven't like, in my few playthroughs of it, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if any of these would make a good painting. Next, I do want to add branches, though. More branches. So many branches in this painting. And I was using the paint marker for that, which is great. It does need a little cleaned off. That's better. So some of these in the end of the painting, like this guy, once I get like the lighter leaves in, like some of the yellows and greens, I want to bring some of these back in, but later. For now, everything's just gonna get painted over. the other thing I want to do is I have a little bit of this saved from last week. Just a tiny bit. And I wanted to fix this because it's not quite as round as I need it to be. Oh, well, dang it. That was a little much. Let's fix that. All right, more branches, I guess. Hello, Steven.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, what?
There's so much green.
There is a lot of green. There is more green.
There's so much green.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
I was,
Ow. Yeah?
you forget how to drink.
I slammed it into my teeth.
I was gonna go downstairs and get a snack.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, if I'm going downstairs, I could pop in here and adjust the exposure or something.
Yeah?
Try set up 400. We'll adjust that. It does just, yeah, on this one.
I have such a glare.
Is this, no, that's aperture. How do you adjust the ISO on this camera?
Don't know.
This? No. Do I hit this and then? Oh, okay. I press this button and I adjust it. There. It's like twice as bright. That's,
Oh, you can really see the green now. Look at it.
yeah, I mean that's
way
very bright.
too harsh. Okay, turn it back.
Anyway.
Okay, well, thank you. That was wet. What's up?
I was just reading chat. It's fun because people thought maybe that it was bright. It's not that it was bright.
It's just the camera.
It's the
It didn't
camera.
change for me at all.
Yeah, the camera. You increase the sensitivity of the camera, and the camera gets brighter. It's the lights don't get brighter from now.
No.
It's just brighter on the video. In fairness, it might be. I don't know. I don't remember now because it's been months. But I'm pretty sure when I set everything up, I like properly exposed everything.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I've properly exposed everything. Anyway, bye.
Bye. I'm just filling in more branches. Like, I'm kind of looking at where things are and just drawing in some more branches because it needs more. So I'm starting here, and I think I'm going to work around this way. Maybe I'll rotate the canvas with it. The problem is this paint marker is not doing a great job. It's like not happy it has to work on top of paint. I may switch to just liquid in a brush. We went from tap, tap, tap to scratch, scratch. Yeah, there is a lot of scratch when I use this marker. And I'm honestly not super happy about it because it's not cooperating. So we're gonna find another one of these guys. One that's clean, preferably, and find some liquid black. I hope you're gray. Black, gray, black. One man trusses. I think it needs like 40% more branches. Fossex, did it get 40% brighter? Ah. I did catch when that was going on. All right, little brush. Back to down here. The other thing I can do is, because it is super tiny and there's a lot of this little detail, I can just kind of sit here and work at this. This is working better, honestly, because I have a lot more control over the lines. Yeah, this is helping a lot, just to bring in a little bit more to things. I am suddenly very hungry though. Like, ah, shoot. That's okay. I will be having tacos later. I'm just trying to fill in some of this space down here with more branches. Just so it's not only like tapped in leaves. Famous fish tacos? No, just tacos. Just the plain old ground beef kind. Because we had ground beef in the fridge. There's a lot more branches in like this area. That helps. Alright, time to rotate. We have a 2-month resub from Ice Nuke. Thank you. For a second, I forgot where I put all the black paint. And I was like, oh yeah, in front of me. So like these all get a ton more, right? But the hard thing is I don't have any of the leaves drawn in, so I don't know what to do. Because, like, a lot of these I'm just going to, like, do, like, a little tiny and then put a leaf. Because, like, that's going to change up a lot later. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just have to go through, like, tree by tree and fill in these leaves later when I have the right colors. Like, this one's a little bit different because this guy doesn't have as many. There's just a lot. This is dry enough to put my hand here. And I totally lost this branch. I had one going this way, and it's gone. I filled it over. We have a 9-month resub from Mono Starstorm. Thank you. There's just so many branches to fill in. Like, there's just a lot of little ones right in here. And I should probably just start making them up a little bit. Once I have like an appropriate amount, I think it'll be fine that I'm not quite following this because, like, come on, seriously. I'm trying to keep it somewhat similar. But I'm just trying to fill in a bunch. Like, this feels better. Kind of have to do this on, like, feel a bit. And some of this will have to be done after I do other leaves. So it's just kind of a little frustrating as I'm going. I'm like, need to change that and that. Let's see. None of my water is super clean, so we're gonna use this. This is my really nice tiny brush, so I'm just going to get some cleaner water and kind of clean it out, so I don't have to get up and go wash it at the sink yet. All right, how does the bottom of the canvas look? Not done at all. This is a good time for that. Stay there. All right. We have a 10-month resub from Mr. Viperfang. Thank you. All right, we are going to fill in some of this with carbon. Because I've done some on the other sides of the canvas now. I just haven't done this down here. So we're just gonna make it match. Let's see, this guy comes over here. Oh, I hit the mic. There. Now that matches too. Hopefully there's not any paint on the mic. Not from this painting session. Very early on when I started painting, I got paint on the mic. It's on this side though where you can't see it. So things are coming along. What's next? Lighter green. I should probably consider starting to add in red soon. $300 bits from Reed, who says, when you're a painter, eventually everything you own becomes covered in paint. I normally do pretty good. But everything in the studio is off limits. Or no bets on it. Normally I do pretty good. Every so often, there's just like a accident. It's interesting seeing it from the side, isn't it? Like, I could just rotate things. So let's see, like I said, let's start making a list. Paint marker. We want to start adding some red. Maybe changing the tip on this paint marker. Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's just do that as part of today. This needs a new tip. And I have a lot of them. I gotta find the plastic ones. So these are plastic, and I think I've talked about them on another stream before and done this. Is they're plastic, and then they just kind of get worn down a little bit. Is there a mark on my face? Do I have paint on my face? I have a glare and I can't see. See, that's more likely to happen, is to get paint on my hands and then touch my face. I can't open this. I can get the cap off, but I can't unscrew the cap. The other cap. There we go. I don't think it needs refilled. I think it just needs the point fixed. Where can I put this? Because it's open. This is the messy part. This is where I'm likely to get paint on things, is when I'm messing with the paint markers, because it's liquid paint. Shoot. Okay. So here's the old one. And yeah, it's gotten very worn it down, and also like paint caked on the outside of it. So I'm assuming like it's just not flowing anymore. So we'll replace the new one, put it back together. So these like move, and then the ink starts to flow. That's better. Now I have some smaller lines. Perfect. So we have that for next week, and now I gotta clean my hands off again. Anyway, I was making a list of what I'm planning to do next week. So, things we want to start doing. This isn't that marker. I should probably just use it so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do light green. And then we're going to start to add in some red. This will be the dark red. And we'll probably add in mid red. And we'll start to add in some yellow next week too. So those are my thoughts. Reed says, oh, the red tree is coming. Everyone's excited for that. It's gonna fill up a lot of this space up here. Right here. So this is all red tree. And then when I start to get some of these other colors, some of the tiny leaves that sit on some of these more barren branches, we'll start to fill those in too. So like this sort of thing, because that's going to be like right here. So I need to have those colors ready to start filling in. So we're going to start to get into some of the more like tiny detail-y stuff as we get into those colors. So I want to do a shout out to my patrons. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you're interested in that and the perks that come along with that, you can check out the link that Renee has posted. There's also a Discord at the $10 tier. So if you're interested in that and getting access to our Discord, we have a lot of great people over there. I love our Discord. What else? Let's see. Things that are coming up. Tomorrow we have Breakfast Stream. And I'm excited about Breakfast Stream for tomorrow. And we also have Moon RPG Remix tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Steven's channel. And I'm super excited for that because we're going to see the face of God this week. Which is one of my favorite parts of Moon, so I'm really excited about it. My gifted a sub to Red Leader. Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Penguin Frogs is excited for Breakfast Stream? Yes. And Super Yoshi says, I'm very excited for Moon. I bought a copy because of you. Oh, I'm glad. It's been fun. Oh, I got an ice trunk. Snow Fox says, I did not like that part, and that's why I'm excited to see Steven do it. Me too. Okay, I did like it. So, I'm very excited for Moon this week. Let's rotate this back up to the right side up. Oops. Hit that again. Okay. That's more like it. Stay there. Armored Frog says, I watched a trailer for Moon and yeah, I can see the tulip in it. Yeah. There's a lot of that. Oh, my kid. Yeah, it's a big canvas. I'm not used to big canvas. I don't know how I feel about big canvas. It's big. All right, so that's tomorrow what's going on. We got a breakfast stream. We got Moon. I will probably be painting sometime next week. I'm not sure exactly when yet. There's some other things going on I have to deal with. Reed says, how big? This is a 24 by 30 inch canvas. So I normally paint on 18 by 24, so it's a bit bigger. It is large. We had to zoom the mic out. Armored Frog says, the next painting should be on a humorously small canvas to even it out. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I have some 11 by 14s. And then I have some other fun things. Did I say zoom the mic? Yeah, camera. We had to push the camera back so you could see more. That's why I'm so tiny. I'm not used to being this tiny. Steven says, you want a final overexposed zoom? Sure, Steven, we can do that. Yeah, so that's what's going on. I will be painting next week sometime. Not exactly sure when. But sometime I'll be here. Welcome.
Hello, it's me.
Camera op.
Yeah, here. Double your fun. What's it look like on here?
I just have a glare.
Yeah. Oh, undo that.
Undo what?
Sorry, I mean take your hand off your face, but I said it as undo that.
Undo that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, this is definitely like what I would call slightly overexposed. Honestly, what really needs to happen is you need a hair light.
Yeah, I probably do.
And we could get like a P60X and put it in the corner. And
I know hair light.
And like a hair light would be nice just in general, but also there, depending on how it's put, it might help like some of the other side of the camera.
Maybe.
Anyway, it's fine, but I wanted people to be able to see the whole over.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of the different textures I'm going for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one difficult thing about doing a canvas this big is that it's a little difficult to, sorry, I'm just like walking on your set. It's a little difficult to appreciate all of it because you can't, it's big.
It is big.
It's just real big.
It is real big.
You know? There's not really a good way of like showing it. Anyway.
Stephen George comes on to set. It big.
It big.
Anyway, bye. All right. Are any of my friends not rating? Who are we rating tonight? Are any of my friends streaming?
Like if you had a few more cameras in here, you might, then you could have one that like...
Well, I want a camera to do mixing.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's hard.
I know that's hard.
Streaming from a laptop, getting multiple inputs starts to get a little difficult. Anyway.
All right, what's our raid message tonight?
%40 bigger.
I like undo that. We're gonna go with undo that. We're gonna be rating Jiggy with the hashtag undo that. Did I spell Jiggy right?
Jyggy. He has numbers?
Does he have numbers?
I think he's Jiggy 11.
Does anyone know?
Did you not check? Kind of like...
It is Jiggy 11.
Yeah.
I thought there was something. There we go. So we're going to be rating Jiggy with hashtag undo that. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Make sure you tune into breakfast stream tomorrow and then Moon at 1. Both are going to be fun. Otherwise, I'll catch you next week with more painting, working on big canvas and hopefully getting some red and yellow onto this painting.
That's going to really elevate this.
It is. Like, you can kind of see, like, the sky is a bit more vertical. So, like, once this gets in a little bit more, it's going to really make it more of, like, the strip of sky.
Yeah.
Is Big Canvas the name of the piece? I've been going with Autumn Night.
Yeah.
So, that's been kind of what I've been going so far for the name.
Oh, man, sorry. I just realized how saturated the blue is in the corners. Like, it's vignetted.
I mean, it does have a gradient. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, see how blue?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think it's because, sorry, you gotta come back to one second. The bottom right of this is like in the back.
Yes.
And it's dark.
Yes.
So people aren't really seeing a lot of that. But like this is like real blue, you know what I mean?
Our raid's about to go.
In 10 human seconds.
10 human seconds.
Anyway. Alright. Bye.
Thanks everyone for being here. See you tomorrow over on Steven's channel. Go tell Jiggy undo that.
I'll refresh your thing.
Thank you.
Undo that.
Undo that, Jiggy. You have to undo what you just did, Jiggy.
Undo is the easiest thing in painting.
Is it?
Yeah, when there's a problem, you just Command Z. So, how's that work with painting?
You don't. Not with acrylic.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot is right.
You don't have, like, I don't know, 100 states
No.
where you can just Command Z,
No.
go backwards, and be like,
Not
actually...
at all.
That's
Not at all.
interesting. Painting seems difficult. Actually, maybe not the green. Fun.
Titanium white is Control Z. Yep, just paint the whole thing back, gesso it white. That's
Okay.
the plan. That's how you undo. You start over.
Alright.
Alright, thanks everyone for being here. See you tomorrow for breakfast stream. Steven, can you click it for me?
I can click it, and then...
Thank you.
We gotta make tacos.
We do.
Where's the mouse? There it is. Alright.
Alright, thanks everyone.